We're back here at Live at 5. I'm Casey Brown, and the following segment is brought to you by Gertsma Wealth Advisors. Today, I'm joined by Ryan Dietrich, who's the Chief Market Strategist at Carson Group, and Nick Gertsma, who's CEO and Wealth Advisor at Gertsma Wealth Advisors. Gentlemen, we are well into 2026 by now, so what have you noticed to be the most important trends, or maybe even the most surprises of the markets so far this year?
I'll start. You look at it, Casey, earnings. Earnings are up a lot this year. At the start of the year, the S&P 500 was expected to make 14% earnings growth. Now it's 24%. So that is incredible. Profit margins are strong. The stock market's up 10% at the middle of the year with all the crazy stuff that's happening. So I think the earnings trend is really why we're having such a good year so far.
And we like to prepare for surprises. So we like to look at three scenarios, most likely, worst case and best case, and have an idea for what's going to happen. So we're prepared when we see great markets, that we know how we're going to react before they actually happen.
That's awesome. Well, Ryan, you have been awarded rather recently for your market prediction prowess. So how are you feeling about the rest of the year moving forward?
We're feeling pretty optimistic. There's a lot of momentum out there, whether it be AI and all the rollouts. I just talked about earnings, profit margins strong. The Fed is probably not going to hike interest rates. That's going to be viewed positively. Spending is still strong. One thing we expect, to put a cherry on top, we think the labor market is going to improve the second half of this year, which is only going to help the consumer, which should help the economy grow and this bull market to continue.
And for us, it's about harvesting profits. When good markets give us some good returns, we make sure that we're still protecting those profits and making sure that a lot of our clients who are retired are still able to spend freely and live within their plans.
Well, excellent. Well, speaking of those profits, what should investors be paying attention to, and what should they be looking at to know if they're still on the right track?
Mm-hmm. You want to start with this one?
Yeah, absolutely. So for us, we benchmark the plan. We want to make sure that our clients have everything set up and that when things happen in the market, they know how it's going to impact their plan. So for us, we say, watch the markets, enjoy the good returns, but also understand that it all happens within the context of their retirement plan.
And I'll just chime in, it's been a great year, right? We know that. But certain areas like semiconductors, these stocks are up like 200-300%. So just be aware that other parts of the market, things like financials, things like industrials, other parts are probably going to do better the second half of the year. Have a diversified portfolio and enjoy this continued bull market.
Awesome. Well, Nick, what should investors be doing to prepare for the rest of the year? We all love an action plan.
Yeah, absolutely. Investors should take a look at their spending, take a look at their portfolios, and make sure they're comfortable with a lot of the volatility. If things are going up and you feel extremely excited about it, just be aware that they could go down as well. So make sure everything ties to your plan. Don't always expect great returns like we're having this year, and make sure that everything you do builds towards your plan, and then if they have any questions, we're happy to talk to them.
If I could just chime in just for a second, I know we're almost at the end. I work with financial advisors all across the country, over 600 of them at Carson Group. Nick and the team are truly some of the very best financial advisors out there. So if you need a good financial advisor, I know a guy right here that can help you.
Well, if people want to continue that conversation, Nick, how can they get a hold of you?
Give us a call, 816-259-5060, or look us up online at gertsma.net.
Well, excellent. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me today. And stay tuned. We'll be right back.